is going on here that I'm not, I went and I had listened to what was going on in some of these protests and what were being said. And what is going on mainly in there. I'm not having this, because I know there's a pass the buck deal going on, and because they want to go there and say actuality. No, Prince William knew. Prince William didn't. Well, no, Prince William is not the king. Even if he's Prince of Wales, no. You know that. So we're looking at people who went in actuality went and caused what do you call an influx of high maternity mortality rate, which they actually went and they killed off 500 and so plus women. Um, the births were botched somehow. That's a very high number of people. If y'all don't question this, I do. That's very, very high. It's very, very questionable. It's like someone's purposely killing the moms. And that a lot of people are talking, and that I can't speak for other people. It's not like trying to hinder that. Uh, that a lot of people are not really realizing. Yeah, because someone had an idea. Oh, well, I don't want people begging me for this. Well, you should not be. You should not be a monarch. You should not be a leader of a country. But that is your responsibility. That's how a lot of banana republic countries fail. See, I that's what impression I was getting. I can't show any sympathy to people who don't give a shit about people like that. And that they don't even realize what they do. They shouldn't be doing it in the first place. You can't control birthing, procreation. You can't really do, you kill out your country. You go, well, I don't, that's like saying, you know what, honey, you are on a drug bench. You want to eat people. You want to go serve people dog to think that's going to be whatever, it's going to solve it. No, you're disgusting. And then you want your kids to suffer, and then your husband have sex with your mom. And you're trying to make it, I don't know. I can't talk about people. Some people, you try to make yourself look like you're better and cleaner than everybody else. In actuality, you're not. I don't know. Oh, I can do this. I can take that. No, we can't do anything. I don't really. She's doing it on her own merit. I just don't. If it was assigned to her, fine. And whatever, I don't give a flying fuck. As long as she don't go over there and pull a plug, or thinking that she's gonna tell people to kill people off so she can save a damn freaking dime, and none of that fucking money is going to her direction. She doesn't have a right. That's disgusting. They could have somebody meet her somewhere and go over there and get and deliver her a meal along with everybody else. I'd rather not have her go to the pub and get and get a meal like that, and people are gonna look at her, questioning why she's there, knowing that on one side of the coin she did this, and the other side of the coin she's I don't know where you pity her because she's maybe she may have lost it. That's why I can't say much because it's like I can't pity her. I can't do anything I'm beyond helping people. She has to go get she has to go back to rehab. She needs to talk to a counselor. She needs to talk to a divorce attorney. She needs to figure out what she needs to be doing. If she's not sick, that's what she needs to be doing. But otherwise, all I care about is if somebody is requesting my help, I have to go and either, you know, send the kid back with a valet, or as a closet detail, or something or the other. Play detail friend and whatever is not going to do anything to the kid. Uh, they want to take blame. Fine. I don't, it's not going to hurt me because I have to go that way anyway. Cause we gotta go. We got. I want to lay. I want to lay. And I want to do stuff. But I know one thing. I will not be blamed for what that couple had done as to the high mortality rate, what they had contributed to the high mortality rate, maternity mortality rate in that country. They should not be talking to pregnant people. Just one thing, when you just to tell them, well, social services is all I can tell you to do. Here's some money. You'll get your money back. Keep it in a little log or something. They'll probably, the detail will probably keep it in a log and they'll get their money back. The most they can probably give them is probably $20. They can't go around asking for that all the time because it's ridiculous. That's kind of asshole to do shit like that anymore. When there's help everywhere now than ever. But no thanks to this couple. But they need to figure it out. They need to find out who are the people who are doing it. Take those people off the medical roster. They should not be doing any kind of medicine at all. See if they review and see if they need to go and go back to medical school. Otherwise, if they have a high count of deaths, they should be thrown in jail because it's murder. Um, it's a genocidal cleansing of a country, and you are trying to up the numbers for the migrant population instead of the natives. It's political. Some people may not see that, but it's looking more and more that way, honey. It's over 500 people, you know, deaths. That's a sliver, a big hole in the country to me. I find it troubling. Hell yeah. No, but we had to deal with this shit in Texas. It was still people. It's not a black thing, people. It's horrible. It's across the board. It's just a black woman wanting to take credit and try to make like it's her fight, and in reality, she's a fraud herself. But anyway, besides the point. Uh, she can't do nothing but take someone else's story and make it hers. Reality, you know, and and it seems like in the UK, it's like someone else says, "No, we don't want to, because we have a right to, to control life and death. We have a control to control procreational right, and we can go over there and do this shit." In reality, you don't. You cause the decline in the population, which think that these people have a right to go over there and ram people in who are not even, of England, who are not even a citizen, who don't even put in that much in taxes alone. I want those people, I want Mahmoud out. I want Khan out. I want, I think those are the mainly two that I would start with. And then I would kick out the shady asshole doctors who are doing this, who are killing people. They should offer initiatives for British citizens who want to live somewhere else, like in New Zealand or in Australia or other places of the Commonwealth that they can stay in. Uh, if they could, if they're stationed somewhere, they could take. If they're military, they could take their wives or husbands, spouses with them to where they're at. Maybe that'll ease up the population a bit. See, we want to keep people. We don't want to lose people. You need those people for military. Those people who are coming in from everywhere, all they're doing is taking up space, raping and pillaging, and doing what they're not wartime behaviors that they're not supposed to do. It's criminal. It's crimes against humanity. This is a lot that they have to answer for. NHS is a part of the problem too. Maybe they need to get rid of NHS. And maybe they need to go over there and do an overhaul of the healthcare system that they should, and figure out who are the baddies, get rid of those baddies, and reign in control over responsibility of healthcare. That they should be giving healthcare no matter what. If you feel like you got to strike, there's a street right there. Go over there across the street and protest if you want to. But uh, as a country, you have the right to go over there and have someone to make sure that person is taken care of, because they can sue still for wrongful death or lack of duty of care. So yeah, they they the country has to go and oblige by that and go over there and supply a skeleton crew. You may have to take it out of your pocket because it's going to cost you to protest. You can't deny someone care because you got an asshole day to have you. You can file your grievance. They can put it before committee, but you don't have a right to go over there and commandeer a floor or whatever, or be in charge of a medical floor, and then go over there and then think you're going to control life and death. No, that's God complex. They shoot you. You got mental problems. They don't take you out of there. They should not have you on the medical floor controlling people's lives and whatever, whether someone's life's worth saving or not. You can't afford that as a country. You can't have someone, that's what I was saying. He should be picking up trash because he didn't even learn to say, you can't, every person's got a bit part of the cog, in the machinery of the country. You're killing you take one cog out, you can't function that well. You're killing the you're killing the country with your bullshit, dude. And you have no right to say anything. Why are people listening to? Because they're sadists and they're losery and they're lazy. Get rid of them. People have a right to medical choice. You say no, I don't want this person doing my medical, giving me my health. Sorry, some people don't feel comfortable. I want it. I don't know. I think someone is in a utopian dream of Daniel later that he's on a suicide mission. I think his attitude is where he's pissed off at the country because his wife went over there and got people to go over there and piss him off. I don't care about S&M shit. I can't feel sorry for people. I'm just like, no, you're monstrous to me. I can't I can't fathom why people do that type of shit. It's sick. Yeah, because they could have a guard or whatever. They could call it in, and they can we'll just have somebody give the food on the either on the back or on the corner, and they could just get the food and they can go. She can buy a regular Red Cross bucket and for disaster victims a regular red one, not a baby one. And she can get whatever from the public house. She will not be denied food, is what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that she can't because it's a threat to people just to see her there. Either one of them. The person she was trying to get people to. She was a pamphlets and stuff. You're not allowed to do that shit. You're not allowed to solicit. You're not allowed to no. It's supposed to be a safe, nurturing environment. It's not that way. It's not that kind of deal. Hmm. Uh, yeah. Because I'm along with a lot of people are in fear. It's one of those, those pictures that they, hopefully someone's behavior monitoring. Because they're taking, what do you call it? It's mental distress of the kids that they make feel kids. Because if he's on a down later and he's desperate, he hurt the kids. He's the main problem. She may need to go to rehab, seek counseling, talk to someone. Uh, that's why I wanted that house. At least that house would have had people in there. She would have had a private counselor. She would have had someone to eat with, talk to about her problems. Uh, but other than that, no. I don't want her in none of my houses. She's gonna do that. I don't want people stealing shit just to steal shit. A place where she can have somewhere to eat without even bothering. She can work it off. She's skinny. But, um, yeah, there needs to be an investigation. They need to look into these people who are doing it. It's looking more like a damn butchering. The people on the table, and these people, doctors should not be allowed in the operating room giving birth, giving birth and delivery. Excuse me. So yeah, they can't blame the vagina for that shit. They look to William. You can't do that anymore. They need to look at themselves. Yeah, I'm requesting an overhaul of the NHS. I may think about to getting rid of the NHS because it's not working. And they may have to go and really look at themselves in the mirror and just look at how who's doing what and why they're doing it. And they said, "Well, why? No, get rid of them. I'm sorry. That means you're not a doctor." And see if they're worth saving. If they have to go back to medical school to retrain. But if they have a high amount, throw them in jail for murder. Make these people accountable. Because the sadism, it doesn't give you right to go kill people. Just because you got a nigger nut in your house doesn't allow them to go over there to do shit like that. He's not even king, and I don't even care about it. This is bullshit. Y'all lost your minds. And you're killing people. And that's a complaint for the UN. That would go under the charges of crimes against humanity. Because y'all kept throwing it to him. Because people were, being told by Middleton to go over there and beg for dollar. And these were pregnant women. Because they should not be doing that anyway. That's like marking themselves for death. To fail. That's what they want. They call it to set you up to fail. She is not right ahead for that. That's why I think I can't even help her. No one can help her. Yeah, because I need to have my own complaint. I should have his own complaint. Because I'm not going to be blamed for that. Knowing they kept referring to Will all the time. Because he couldn't stand it because they kept begging for dollar. Because they were pregnant. And Middleton told him to do it. And then she was going, well, now you know how I feel. Well, no, you get the street corner deal, honey. We can go ahead and set it up. That's why I wanted that house. To have private tea and whatever else. But then when you do that, I think this is a necessity. Yeah, a policeman can pick up the food and they could drop it off there and you can have a private meal and you can eat and whatever else that you need to take. You can leave it in the refrigerator. But I think you need to go. You need to get help because I can't. No one can help you. I just don't. I can't see that how anything so heinous. I could never do anything what you did. It's evil, and I have to hear from these people. I have to hear it almost every day from these people. And it's sanity. I could shave the whole. I could shave the front lobe off. It would have been stupider, but shit, man. I gotta grow it out that much. But anyway. I can't have that woman around my kids. She's gonna tell a kid be on someone's back to go not do shit. You know, I have to go tell my kids to not do shit. Unless they're gonna hurt themselves or whatever, but I can't have stupid behavior. They gonna have stupid behavior. Not that. Not to be a mommy or not to be whatever. That's their choice if they want to be a mommy or not. Not your choice. Well, anyway. Oh, I heard there was a big shit on the property in Virginia. Yeah, well, it's called like the name or whatever. It's not gonna be any different than what it's gonna be. I could go ahead and put it under Thompson, but Thompson's not gonna get it. You're gonna pre-plan a divorce before it even happens. He gets paid out. So I don't know. I think that problem is a lot of people are Williams supporters, and they want people to fail. Maybe they need to leave. I don't know. Oh yeah, I gotta blow my nose. Anyway, to my understanding, the game is getting better. It's a good thing. He's getting circulatory feeling. He's gonna be ugly when it goes to your brain. I hated that part. I hated it. That's why you don't let people bother you. You don't. That's why I don't want to be disturbing anybody because people get hateful People get stupid unless you're doing it with that person. It's totally different, but it's not happy. Mm. Well, that's all. That's it. But anyway, besides the point, we gotta get moving. We gotta do it one way or the other. We gotta go either go through someone else to get money, or we gotta go somewhere else. I know somebody's listening, but I know it's like he's killing me, and I gotta get on this. Yeah, my hair's growing out. It's poofing in the back. It is. Believe it or not, it is. It's poofing in the back right here. It's supposed to look like that. See, but it's getting hot. It's getting really, it is, I'm feeling it again. Where it's hot and I gotta vent. It's awful. I have to wet my hair. It's been so hot. I'm surprised nothing didn't fall off the wall. It's been that hot. But anyway. Laters.